Apple screws up sometimes, but it generally tries to make products that will work without repairs for years. And for the last 2 decades its designers have obsessed over making new devices thinner and sleeker than whatever came before. So if you've been following the troubled launches of Samsung's Galaxy Fold and Huawei's Mate X foldable tablet phones, that stance alone should explain why Apple probably won't release a foldable iPhone or iPad anytime soon. And kludgy folding screen technologies are only part of the reason I'm openly scoffing at investment research firm UBS, via CNBC, new claims that Apple could have such a device out by 2020, and that some large number of Apple fans would be willing to pay a $600 premium for a foldable iPhone. Think back for a moment to past iPhone and iPod launches, when Apple executives often pulled devices out of their pockets and took pains to emphasize their ideal sizes, sometimes noting chassis only a millimeter or two thinner than before. Can you picture those same executives okaying an iPhone that's twice as thick in your pocket just so it can house a questionably usable larger screen? And the hardware's only part of the story. Would Apple consider launching a hybrid phone and tablet just after splitting iOS into separate iPhone, iOS, and iPodOS versions? If there was going to be a device that transitioned between phone and tablet form factors coming out anytime soon, Apple would not have muddied the software waters in that way. I don't question that Apple engineers have been working on foldable devices. Patent applications provide a paper trail, and the company has every reason to explore what folding screens could bring to phones, tablets, and laptops. Just off the top of my head, they could dramatically enhance the virtual keyboard experience across all of these platforms and enable a complete rethinking of how surface area should work for apps, games, and videos. At some point, it will happen. The screens and their protective glass or plastic layers will be so thin, power efficient, and resilient that folding will make complete sense. But that's not the case today and likely won't be for the next year or two. Folding screen technology is at best half-baked and all but guaranteed to require repairs to the covering material and/or hinges. Questionable reliability aside, early Samsung and Huawei devices are also kludgy in a way that most consumers would not consider appealing, a step back from the simple glass slates people now routinely carry in their pockets.